like to sort of anchor that pelvis down with the other forearm as well. And then it just sort of creates a bit more of a stretch through that lower back as well and helps open it up. Hey guys, Josh here. Welcome back to another one of our Treatments for Swimmers series. Today we're looking at thoracic rotation. So this is an area of need for a lot of swimmers, especially for people that swim freestyle and backstroke. So let me just demonstrate. If I'm swimming here, imagine I'm in the water, and this is me in my freestyle position. This is me flat in the water. This is me rotated. So flat, rotated. So I'm getting extra length in every stroke that I take when I have that thoracic rotation, which in a sport where it comes down to that 0.01 of a second is vital. So what muscles control this? Let's have a look. So in here, we've got our semispinalis, we've got our multifidus, and underneath that, we've even got our little rotatories, which we can't see in this diagram, but they're really, really small muscles as well. So we're going to be focusing on that, but then we're also, if we flip over this way, we're going to have a look at our internal and external obliques. Now, these internal and external obliques kind of operate like a seatbelt. So our left internal and our right external help us rotate when they contract together towards the left. And then vice versa, the one on the right, so the right internal and the left external help us rotate to the right. So that's what we're going to be working on. We've got Shan down here on the table. Ninja's been traded out. We've had a bit of an upgrade. So we're going to get a little bit of wax on our hands, not too much. How are we feeling, Shan?
Ready.
Ready?
Very much so.
Fantastic. So we're going to just start off with a broad palm stroke, just really sinking into those deep.
Sorry for interrupting your video, guys, but I want to talk to you about the MMT Online Academy. So you might have been looking at Ninja and I doing our stuff for a long time now, thinking, how good would it be to work at MMT? But you might be overseas. This is your chance to get exclusive content, updates from us every single day to make you a better practitioner, more new customers, better results, and skyrocket your income. So if you want to be on the inner sanctum, get into the Academy. All you got to do is dedicate 5 minutes a day to making yourself better, and it's just $28 per month. How good's that? $7 a week. Let's go!
Muscles of the spine, really, and just sinking there, holding that, getting that connection, getting that consent from the client. And we're just going to follow this line basically all the way down. Now, whilst I said before that this video is targeting internal and external rotation, these muscles, when they contract bilaterally as well, help us flex and extend. So whilst this is targeting rotation and focusing on those freestyle and backstroke strokes, for people that swim butterfly and breaststroke, these muscles will still be getting quite a big workout as well. And so for any swimmer, really, if they're training, need some maintenance, if they're recovering from an injury, or they've just got a big competition coming up, this sort of work is really beneficial. So just sinking in, getting that.
Feels good, Josh.
Feels good, Shan?
Good connection.
Wonderful. So yeah, we're right deep down onto that bone level, really, and we're getting in between the spinous process and the transverse process where these muscles are underlying, where they attach, and just allowing them to melt. Feeling like there's a little bit up through this, particularly this thoracic rib cage. Feel like there's something coming up, Shan? Mm-hmm. Yeah, good.
Yep, just trying to breathe through it.
Yeah, nice. So this is really the pace that you need to go to affect some good change. We don't want to be doing anything too fast, too flushy. We're trying to get deep. We're trying to get these deep muscles, and there's lots of other muscles that we're still affecting change through here as well. But if we're trying to make these changes to these deep muscles, we need to take the time and allow our body weight to sink into these areas. Now, Shan, you don't really do a lot of swimming, but you're in the gym quite a bit.
For sure.
So you're getting quite a bit of a workout through these areas.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, not swimming.
Not swimming?
No, but no, I still feel like I'm hitting all the major muscle groups anyway. You know, lifting like every day. And even just, I guess as we get lower, all of our stabilizers and stuff as well can just seize up a little bit, get a bit tight. And even with footy and contact on the ground a lot of the time, it does load up the lower back. So, and then within that, I find if my lower back's tight, it just refers up. So, yeah, anything through here is good.
It's a chain reaction.
Absolutely.
Sink out of that. We'll come around here and just show, so because we're trying to help improve rotation, we're actually going to go in that direction and try and help. So we're going to sink right against that spinous process in that laminar groove, and then we're going to try and scoop out. Again, not rushing anything. Oh, flicking over a couple of things there. Get a good process, good connection. A few little twitches there as well. Means we're hitting some good stuff. And then we can just, because these muscles run all the way down the spine, we can just continue to do this sort of movement. Finding those tender spots, pinning and holding, letting it melt, and then scooping out all the stuff that's accumulated in there.
What are you using right now?
I'm using just my forefingers really, like.
Just like this?
So I'm just sort of, yeah, that,
Unreal.
just that, yeah. So I feel like, yes, you can also use thumbs, but sometimes I like to just, I feel like this gives me a good broad surface to sort of feel.
No, it feels really good. I think like most treatment I'm having is probably just straight down.
Yeah.
So it feels really nice to go through a different line of motion, yeah.
Have some cross friction stuff as well.
And I think, like you said, I mean, swimmers especially, but anything where that rib cage is flaring quite a lot or moving, like the rib's just so sticky, just anything through there. Like, I mean, I feel like that's sticky right now, but...
Yeah, it does feel like there's a bit sticking there, yep.
So, yeah, like just as much treatment through the rib cage just to free that up does feel really, really good.
Yeah, good feedback. And so we can continue doing that all the way down as well. For video's sake, we'll speed it up a little bit, but we can also come in with an elbow, sort of like we do with our lower back money spot, but we can come in here as well and go up the other way, sink in slowly again, affect some change. We can drag or we can pin. I like to sort of anchor that pelvis down with the other forearm as well, and then it just sort of creates a bit more of a stretch through that lower back as well and helps open it up. Still feeling it, Shan?
Yeah, that's good.
Good. Alrighty, so yeah, we can do a couple of strokes like that. Like I said, we're speeding this up just for the video length, so you're not sitting here watching us for hours, but what we'll do is we'll get Shan alrighty, so we've now had Shan flip over for us, and now we're going to be working on those abdominals, like I said. So, like I said, for our rotation, our internal and our external helps us rotate like that seatbelt, so it goes in that direction. So we're going to sink in. I might come around this side actually, so I can sink in properly. Again, there's a lot of gut, intestinal stuff in here, visceral stuff, so we've got to be aware of that. We don't just want to punch it and go straight in because that's going to be not pleasant for the client. But we just sink in slowly, and we can just do a nice solid drag all the way up. You can use a thumb like I'm using here. Working not only in this situation your obliques for that rotation, but you're also working those rectus abdominis, transverse abdominis, which help you flex and extend as well, and just create that abdominal pressure within the body. So these go right up, even up into that rib cage as well. You all right, Shan? Great. And it's going to be sensitive. It's an area that doesn't really get treated a lot, but you know, particularly with swimmers, the core is being used all the time. So it's an area that can get rather tight, rather sensitive, and getting this sort of work will help free it up. So I'm coming in now with a fist again, so sinking in. Not rushing it. Slowly dragging up. Again, getting right under that rib cage as well. Slowly sink out. And finally, just to get some of those more superior fibres of the abs, we can come this way. Similar sort of thing, starting down low, dragging all the way up, but then we can, when we get up to that rib cage, we can really start to hook underneath. Affect some change there. Yeah, good. Doing well, Shan. I can feel there's a little bit of something sticky there. And even in this, you can sort of do a little bit of almost a rib mobilization as well. Alrighty. Sink out of that one as well. Nice and slow. Alrighty. That's just a little glimpse of what we can do when we're treating for thoracic rotation and help you swim fast. How are we feeling, Shan?
So good. I'm going to swim fast.
Wonderful. Cheers, guys. Book in.